apologize for the tardiness, man. Little Russ's football practice ran a little bit late, and they got a game this Saturday, man. So they were kind of fine tuning some stuff, if you will, man. It's going to be a little bit of a more, how should I say, not as well put together show. Just because I have been running all over the place, man, the time constraints and everything. So I apologize about that. But Preston said that my volume is super low. Let me see. How in the world did that happen? Super low volume. Super low volume. I got it all the way turned up, man. I got the juice all the way stinking turned up. So I have no idea how that stinking happened. If you can't hear me, I apologize, guys. Let me see real quick. Let me see if I can maybe. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got something for you. How about now? How about now? A little bit more? A little bit more? So that should be a little bit better. So Little Russ's football practice went a little bit long. That's why I'm a little bit late. And I apologize. I'm going to try to get you guys out of here shortly because I know that IC is doing their game plan show. And actually, I wanted to daggone listen to that myself. So we won't be too long tonight. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit more of a, not as well put together show. Just because of the time constraints and everything of that nature, man. So we'll go ahead and get into it. Let me clean up something real quick, and we'll go over here. Carolina's going to be in the classic look again. Blue tops with the blue helmet and the white breeches. So exact same uniform that they wore against TCU. That's what they're going with, which is pretty clean to me. I think that Bill has an affinity for that classic look, so we may end up seeing this a lot during home games, which is completely fine by me. What do you guys think about that uniform combo? Going classic again for the Richmond game. Probably not something that you would bring out anything special for anyway, right? And then the weather for Saturday, this is mainly for the guys that are going to be there. 80 degrees is the high in Chapel Hill right now, mostly sunny skies, so make sure you bring some stinking sunscreen. And towards the later stages of the game, might get a little nipply in there, so make sure you wear an undershirt so that you're not showing through, if you know what I mean. So high of 80, low of 56, winds light and variable, so it should be pretty daggum good football weather. Back-to-back really nice games in Chapel Hill, man. So excited for everybody that's going to be there. Hopefully we can pack the Richmond game out and, show a lot of support because the Heels are going to stink and need us. The Heels are going to stink and need us. If you haven't already, man, do me a favor. When you get a chance, you don't have to do it right now, but go over there and check out the preview show. Spent a little bit of time on that one. Pop ends up getting slapped because he had a spider on his cheek. So that was Tara Hill in all of her glory, getting her licks in, man, and it felt pretty good. Felt pretty stinking good. Scott's in the house. Preston's in the house. Pete, what's going on? Got Connor in the stinking house. And without further ado, like I said, man, we're going to go ahead and open up this daggone call. These calls, man, and get some scores in here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm all kinds of jackered up. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So the phone line should be open, man. As you see on the screen, 919-590-3514. Give me a call. Let me know what your score prediction is for a chance to win the $150. What's going on? You're on the phone with Russ. Who am I speaking to?
What's up, Russ? How you doing?
What's going on, brother?
I was just watching Wake Forest beat NC State,
I know,
loving
isn't
it.
that beautiful, Press?
Yeah.
So what you got, brother?
So I'm not as confident as you with the 0, but,
Okay.
14 points the first 2 games.
Right.
You'd be crazy not to say 14 again, but I'm crazy. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to say 10 for them, and we can't get to 30, right? Nope,
Right.
we're going to 30. 30 to 10, Tar Heels.
You actually think that we can score? I don't know what's more insane. You thinking we can score 30 or me thinking that we can shut them out? So,
Well, I never look. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's never stopped me before.
right, right, right.
So the fan in me is like, we gotta score 30. We gotta start looking better. And the defense, 10. I'm good with that, even
Yeah.
if it is against Richmond.
Yeah,
But
that actually, I think your score prediction on defense is a little bit more. Let me tell you something, man. I literally pulled the trigger on that thing because as game day gets closer, press, I have less and less confidence in the 0. I don't think that we'll see 3. I can see 7. They haven't kicked a field goal yet this year. That's kind of why I wanted to keep it even. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see 30-10. Uh, Not sexy, right? That still doesn't give you the warm and fuzzies about anything.
no, but they're still filling out. I guess I don't know what do I know, Russ. I was probably a little. I've said 8-4, but as long as they're 30-10 is improvement.
Right.
So there we go.
I
We
like
just
it.
need improvement, man.
I
So
like it, press.
don't forget to get little Russ's score, man.
Yeah, 100% will.
All right.
All right, brother. I appreciate you, press.
Be good, man.
All
Oh, I'm
right.
gonna miss seeing you guys. If anybody wants to stop by the Moorhead Planetarium, just let me know. Everybody's welcome. Talk to you
100%.
later, man.
100%. All right, press.
All right.
Appreciate
Bye.
you, brother. Yeah, man. If you are going to the game, Scott, you need to make sure that you go to Moorhead Planetarium and link up with press, man. Our buddy Scott is going to be there, man. So definitely, hey, link up, man. What 3:30 kick? Guys will probably get there. I'd say roughly around 11:30 noon, maybe. Preston can probably give you a little bit more information on that. But if you are going to the game, whether you're a Tar Heel or a Dagon Spider, man, make sure you go over there and say hey to Press and the guys, man. You'll have a good time, I promise. I promise you. So Preston says Carolina 30-10. You guys are gonna have to go and check out the preview video to get my score. And then Hutch was one um, who picked the Heels to win as well. So I don't know, Little Russ. He might be in the shower from football practice. Might have to get it offline, man. Might have to get that scored online, offline. So, like I said, man, every $25 or every $25, every week that somebody doesn't get the score prediction right, we add on $25. Look at him, dude. He's all sweaty. And this is his shirt that he wears underneath his Cowboys jersey press every stinking practice. We got to wash it every stinking day. So, what say you, Little Russ? What's your score prediction, man? Carolina and Richmond. Richmond's coming to Chapel Hill. FCS program. Little 34-7. Good guys. So he's one of those super optimists like Preston, where he thinks that we can score 30 points. They're gonna have to stink and show me, man. Yeah, Preston said perfect combo. Carolina and Cowboys, man. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Hey, go get your helmet, man. Before Preston has to leave. Go get your helmet, man. You got to see his Cowboys helmet real quick. I'm not a really big fan of it. I think they could have made it look a little bit cooler. But but and then he's gonna have to daggum go. He's gonna have to go take care of business because my guys got school tomorrow. Early football game on Saturday. Let's see. If you guys want to see Little Russ's lid, there it is. Look, done. He's got marks all over this thing, man. Good. That means he's clacking them pads, right? Appreciate you, bud. All right, go handle your business, man. All right, so Preston said 30-10. Uh, I got a score prediction. Hutchins got a score prediction. Low Russ said 34-7, man. Pretty interesting picks if you ask me. Because like I said, I have very little faith thus far. We'll see, man. They might have some kind of stinking offensive explosion that I'm not keen. Yeah, he's been hitting a little bit press. Still work in progress, man. Still a stinking work in progress. But it's getting better. It's getting better. That's all we need the Heels to do too, man. That's always thinking need the Hills to do too. So right now, sitting here watching Wake Forest and NC State. Um, like I said, I figured that with IC coming on and the game on tonight, probably be a little bit fewer people in here watching the show. If you want to get your score prediction in, uh, once again, man, you got to call into the show and give me that score prediction so that you're eligible for the $150 so we can lock it in here for the world to see. So don't forget, Saturday, 3 o'clock, we'll go hot. Um, Richmond and North Carolina, live reaction and watch party, man. We'll have a good time doing that. And for the guys that aren't going to be at the football game, and see if Carolina can go 2-1, man, back to back dubs against city schools. So we shall see. We shall see. I posited real quick. I'll throw this in here too. Let me actually throw this in quick before because it looks like we got very few people in here right now, which is okay. That's okay, man. Kind of typical for a Thursday night. But to other monitor, I had posited the question, if you were the head coach at UNC, who would get the start in Week 3 against Richmond? Got some pretty good participation here, 257 votes, and actually 57% of those polled said that they wanted Max to start, and then Gio got 25%, and Bryce Baker got 18% himself, man. So, just kind of giving you guys an idea of where a lot of the fan base is sitting at right now. And then 183 votes, man. Fairly confident that North Carolina gets out of this one with a W. I did have somebody say 17-14 Richmond in a low-scoring game. A lot of that's going to be attributed to, obviously, the fact that they don't have a lot of offense, man. That's kind of one of the reasons why I picked the score that I did. Just hoping that Carolina can bow up its neck real quick, man, and handle stinking business against what should be an inferior opponent. What should be an inferior opponent. What's going on, baby? You're on the phone with Russ. Who am I speaking to?
This is James Kimmery. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, James? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain.
Okay.
I'm not real impressed with Gio, but I think they would score a lot more points if they put Max Johnson in there. I'm all about some Max, but
right.
My prediction for this weekend is Carolina 24. I'm going with Richmond 13 for some reason. I think they might get a little lucky, but
okay. 24-13. So I'm guessing that you think that coach is going to stick with Gio.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a big Gio fan. I just don't. He ain't impressed me at all, man.
Yeah.
I know he could probably play ball, but so far I don't know. I figured he was going to be run option, and
right.
I haven't seen much of that, so I'm not impressed.
That's kind of the question for me, James. Is like I don't feel like they've utilized him to his skill set, and so
no.
There's a part of me that's, Gio might be missing some reads and things of that nature, but at the same time, this is why coaching is important. Got to put your players in.
But I think a lot of that has to do with the offensive line. The offensive line is not creating very many holes.
That's very true as well.
So he's getting smothered. Getting smothered, and until they learn to create some holes, the running backs or the quarterback can't do much.
Right. That's fair enough.
I put a lot of the blame on the offensive line, man.
Yeah, I think there's blame to go around. Plenty of blame to go around everywhere right now.
Yeah, but see, man, when Max come out there, that whole team started playing better.
I sensed that myself.
I don't know if you noticed that or not.
No, I did.
I sure did. I mean, it's like the players want him out there because, to me, he shows so much guts and working hard, man, to be out there.
Right.
I feel like he earns at least a chance, man. I don't know what Bill Belichick's seeing.
I think I agree with you, man. That's the way that he came in at the end of the TCU game, and I know it was against the twos and the threes, but he just looked a little bit more confident,
Right.
looked a little bit more suited
Yes.
to what Kitchens was trying to do, and
Right.
he's had success in the past, and so I'm not, I don't understand
The
necessarily.
dude has got a big heart, man, and to have him sitting over there on the bench is just, dude. I don't know. I'm not happy with it. I'm just like, man, give the man a chance.
Yeah,
I feel like this is what I feel like. I feel like Gio sucked so bad during the Carolina against Charlotte 49ers. I feel like the second half Max should have been given a chance.
right. Again, oh yeah,
I just
against Charlotte, yeah,
I was shocked that he didn't let him come out at least see what the man can do out there.
yeah, yeah. I
I
agree,
think
man.
I think the fans want to see that.
I just want to be
I
able to
just think
check that box, right? I want to be able to
yes,
check that box and say, hey, listen, we tried it.
Max. Yeah, Max maybe ain't what we thought he was or
Right.
whatever.
Ex-
Let him have a shot to prove that. All right, maybe Gio does deserve to be out there.
right.
It's kind of like Connor Harrell and Harrell and who was it that the other quarterback
It was
last
Connor
year?
and Max last year before Max got hurt.
Well, no, wasn't there another guy that was competing?
Jacoby
I can't
Criswell
remember his
initially.
name. Yes,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
They kind of went back and forth for a little while, didn't they?
Right. Yeah, a little bit.
Seemed
Yeah.
like they
And then
did at
Criswell
first.
ended up taking it, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So I agree with you,
And I
man. I
mean,
think we're on the same page, brother.
we ain't even seen Bryce Baker come out. He might be the man too.
Yeah. Well, I think he is going to be the man. I
I
think
think
that's
anybody can outdo Gio right now.
yeah, right
That's
now.
just my opinion.
Right now. And I was a big Geo fan. I don't want to knock the kid because you guys,
I,
anybody that's been following
well,
the
I
channel knows
thought
that
he
I was
was.
excited about him, but
Yeah, I
it
was
hasn't
too
it
a little
hasn't
bit.
worked yet, you know.
No, and he doesn't really have the size. Um, I don't know, man.
Not to sit
I'm just
there
a
in the
little
pocket.
concerned about it. They're not gonna have a chance against some of these teams this year if they
Yeah,
don't do something.
I
I don't
agree.
know what they're gonna have to do, but I
Yeah.
feel like Max could take them further. That's just my gut feeling. He might let us all down, but at least give the man a chance to see what he can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Preston
But
says
obviously, yeah.
I was gonna say Preston said, but what are you learning from veteran Max against Richmond? Snaps are more important to Geo in that game, in his opinion. What are your thoughts?
Uh, you know, I guess you have to be a Geo. I he has he showed you anything that was impressive yet? I mean, I
Outside
haven't seen anything.
outside of two deep balls, in first possessions of the
And
game.
look, that deep ball, he didn't hit that man on the run. That receiver stopped and caught the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ball wasn't thrown right on the money. He
Right.
stopped and caught it. So I mean, there was a little, hey, all right, they got a lucky shot there, but
Yeah.
a good defender wouldn't have let that happen.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
being honest,
Well, and it
just
didn't
being
happen the
flat
rest of the
honest.
game.
It did nothing happened hardly
Yeah.
the rest
Yeah.
of the game. I
Nothing
mean,
happened the rest of the game. Exactly.
so that's what's eating me up. It's like, my gosh, man, you're playing the worst team in the country, and
Right.
you look like you could get beat by a high school team right
Right.
now.
Right.
I
And
mean, I'm
that
just
is
not
that's one of the
impressed.
reasons why I thought, hey, let's see what Max can do. Let's see if we can jumpstart the offense because
Yes,
I think the defense can be competent. Um, if we
right.
can generate some
They're
offense,
improving.
yeah,
They're improving.
yeah,
They're at least tackle better. My goodness,
right.
man. TCU, they didn't do jack.
But you got to take that with a grain of salt because once again, it's against one of the worst teams in the country. That's the first thing that I
Exactly,
thought
and
when
I
they
don't
said, "Oh,
think Richmond's going to be a whole lot better, to be
no,
honest
they
with
won't,
you.
they won't," and I think
And
that
Gio keeps playing like he's going to play, Central Florida probably whoop them
yeah,
because I mean I think they're a little bit better.
right, right. Well, this is definitely a
I just
game
feel
that
like Max should get a chance, man.
yeah,
That's all I'm feeling right now.
I agree,
He ought to
brother.
get a chance.
We're on the same page, man.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. All right. Well, I appreciate the call,
Well,
James. I
good
got you
talking
locked in
to
here
you,
at
buddy.
24-13, brother.
All right. Thank you,
All right,
sir.
man. All right, later.
All right. Bye.
Good call, man. Good call by James. James wants to see a little bit of see if we can take it to the max. And like I said, you guys kind of know where I'm at as well. Just to answer Preston's question, like I said, I've gone back and forth on this. You know, whether or not we should roll out Geo and let him kind of figure things out, knowing that he's got multiple years left and brought him in under the contract that we did, and Max has only got a year. At this point, I'm just trying to win football games, and what I don't want is to get into a position where we're heading into UCF or Clemson, and we have a very stagnant offense, and it could have been prevented if Max played. Now, I'm not saying that Max is the answer, but I am saying that we haven't seen anything to where the offense under the tutelage of Kitchens and Gio as the quarterback, they haven't grabbed the horns of that thing and said, "Hey, this is QB1." And I'm not saying he's not capable of that. I like Gio. Um, but if we're not going to change the offensive scheme to fit him, Max is more conducive to what we're trying to do. If we're just going to run this pro set system and not try to get Gio out of the pocket, in my humble opinion. I would just like to see Max. I'll tell you this. Worst case scenario, if Gio comes out in 2 quarters and we're stuck at 10, 13 points again, 14 points against Richmond, which they have a little bit better of a defense, but it is an FCS school. At that point, I think you've got to get Max Johnson in there and give him a half, man. If you're not going to start him, give him a stinking half, unless Gio is just lighting it up. Then it's like, hey, let's roll with it. But if not, let's give Max a shot, at least for stinking 2 quarters, to say yay or nay going into the UCF game. That is my personal opinion on the matter, man. So good call, James. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Appreciate you a bunch, man. So we got Press, myself, Hutch, Little Russ, and James call into the show. Pretty low scores aside from Little Russ and Press. But it looks like everybody's kind of, you know, for the most part, they feel pretty good about what the defense will be able to do. Because James has got the defense giving up the most at 13, if I'm not mistaken, which is still not bad. It's still not bad. All I know is this: if Lehigh and Wofford can hold them to 14, there is absolutely no excuse for them to score more than 14 points against us. I don't care what the stinking score is. I do not care what the daggum score is, man. So 919-590-3514. Give me a call with your score prediction, and you'll get a chance to win the $150 if you predict it correctly, of course. And lock yourself in. Tell me what you think about the daggum football game, man. Tell me what you think about the football game. Let's see. I think we only got a couple of people in here right now, so we might shut it down early. That way, everybody can fully invest their time over there at IC. So, not mad at you at all. Last chance, guys. Last chance before we get out of here. We're 26 minutes and 30 seconds in. We'll get out of here at 30 minutes unless we get another phone call. 919-590-3514. Like I said, live reaction watch party starting at 3. If you are going to the football game, make sure you go hang out with Preston and the guys starting at 11:30 over at the Moorhead Planetarium. If you have tickets, get your butt to the stinking game. All right? I need as many people in Keaton as possible. I don't care if it's an FCS school. Bill Belichick is the daggum coach, and the team obviously needs all the help that it can stink and get. All the help that it can stink and get, man. I'm excited about this Saturday just because it's a legitimate opportunity for us to stack wins, man. Work on a couple of things and feel a little bit better about ourselves heading into kind of the meat if you will, of the schedule. This is kind of the last preseason game, if you will. Just kind of how the schedule's set up in my eyes. Um, it's like week 3. Week 3. This is kind of where you get your guys out there, dude, and find out what you got. So it's time to show exactly where we stinking are as a team moving into the meat of the schedule. So if there's no more callers, we're gonna call it early tonight. I know a lot of you guys got work tomorrow, and IC is on, so check out the game plan and everything. Make sure you head over there and support those guys and all the great work that they do. And I'm gonna sit here and be watching Wake Forest and that silly team from Raleigh. So love you guys. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the Daggum channel. And I'll see y'all Saturday as the Hills defend Keenan against the Spiders. Love you guys, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Go Heels.